Hi there. Have you, as a mom, ever wondered what reconciliation will look like with your estranged child? Have you ever really thought much about that, like what that's going to look like in the future? Well, if you are interested in hearing a little bit more about my story when it comes to that, stay tuned. Today, I want to talk a little bit about reconciliation and what that looks like in the moms that I've worked with and in myself with my daughter. So, for those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. I'm super glad you're here. And this channel exists, just so you know, because I am a firm believer that every mom deserves a support system during this difficult time. And also, as I walked a difficult road with my daughter for over 10 years, while her life was spiraling out of control, mine was doing the same. And so it's time that we need to, start taking care of ourselves. So I'm glad you're here. So let's dive into this today. Reconciliation can look very different for different families, right? We're all different. We have different backgrounds. We have different temperaments. We have different stories, reasons why the estrangement even existed in the first place, right? So a couple things I wanted to talk about is, what does it mean to reconcile? And again, like, what does it look like? Well, first of all, I want you to remember that number one, change is seen and not heard. How many of you have heard from your adult child on a number of occasions, I'm sure, and quite possibly we even did this in our own life with people and maybe when we were younger, but we say we're going to change, but we never do. Our words are saying that we're going to change our habits, that we're not going to do XYZ anymore, but our behavior hasn't changed. So the manipulation piece and all of the things that you're walking through as a mom, just remember that change is really seen and not heard. So it's not about the words that you're hearing, it's about the actions that you're seeing. And so for me, what does that mean to reconcile? With my daughter, she's been back now in our family for over 2 years, and I am so grateful to God for that every single day. And, one thing that really stands out to me in reconciliation that I did, and I think I did it correctly, I think a lot of moms do heed my advice on that, is it's natural instinct to want to say, why? Why did that happen? Why did this happen? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? And you know what? When you have your child back and you're seeing the difference, it's not just talk. You're seeing the difference. They are a changed person. When that happens, the past doesn't matter anymore. And I'm a firm believer, like, you have a huge windshield moving forward and you have a rearview mirror from the past. And I refuse to look through the rearview mirror. And I don't care why some things happened or why she chose to do certain things, because to be honest, I can't change the past anyway. All we can do is move forward. And so same with me, she may have even had some questions, which she did for me, in regards to, choices that I made. And so maybe there are a few conversations that are had, but to sit and dig up every single thing that ever went wrong is a waste of your time and honestly could cause more friction. Again, let the past be in the past. And as long as you see a changed person, as long as you see that the intention is moving forward, nobody's perfect, right? You may still have an argument, or you may still have a disagreement or whatever, but you're able to resolve it. And so, there's things that I didn't understand. There's things that I didn't agree with. There's things that I was really hurt over, and I had my own pain and how I dealt with it. And quite honestly, that was the big bulk of what I had to overcome, was what I had kind of written my own prescription, right? My own prescription for dealing with the chaos was alcohol and food and very unhealthy behaviors and depression and anxiety. And I had to figure all that out myself, whether she came home or not. And that's where I come in with you guys, because it's so crucial that we fix what we need to fix in ourselves to become a healthier person, where we can communicate better, where we're not playing the blame game, where we're not carrying all the shame and guilt. And so, so the reconciliation, and I am so excited that I have several moms who are in the process of reconciliation or have already reconciled, but where I've walked that road with them too. You know, how much do you ask? How much advice do I give? You know, what subject should I bring up? What should I avoid? You know, all of these things that are natural questions that we have. And so it is definitely a process. It's not an overnight, you know, slam dunk, everything's great. But you kind of have to get to know each other again. So when your child's in a healthy place, and hopefully you're in a healthy place at the same time, and you reconcile, it's a beautiful thing. So I still hold out hope for every single one of you that is watching this. 100%. Whatever it looks like today does not mean it's going to stay that way. And so I don't want you to give up hope. So I hope that helped. And for those of you that are maybe in the process of reconciliation, or you're on the verge of that, and you want a little bit more guidance on that, reach out to me on that discovery call, and we can talk a little bit more about your situation and see if my coaching is a good fit for you. And so it's a beautiful thing. And my hope is for all of you to experience that. So I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll see you soon.